All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, want to give our honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rachahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect. So, Brother Yeshaya, part of Men of Valor, South Carolina. And this lesson right here is going to be based off this brother, GMS Kansas City Prophets 3. Good lesson. And he was going into basically what the title reads: Space Force Keisha doesn't realize within her zeal she's an enemy of the Lord. And a lot of our people that will be found in the military, okay, are really going to find themselves, happily fighting against the Lord himself when he makes his return. All right, and I'm going to play a little bit of this video because it's going to be like a response. And then I'm going to bring out some pre's that I have. But very good points by the brother. I watched the whole video. Even through the interruptions. It's all good. But very good video, and it kind of hit home because I don't like saying it, but I was once, and I know certain brothers that have this similar testimony. I was once part of the military, not knowing, the implications of, being a part of the U.S. military, which basically is Esau's whipping stick, all right, to, execute and steal, kill, destroy, because this U.S. military is track record for killing, stealing, and destroying, is impeccable. All right. Actually, let me get that. The thief cometh not but to kill, steal, and destroy. Let's see. Yep. Let's go to John 10 and 10 real fast. Ten and 10, Salakia. This is the book of John 10 and 10. The thief cometh not but for to kill, before to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. I had come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. And we know who this thief is, man. We know who the wicked are. All right, the wicked are the Edomites, okay? So, and that's who have the world in their hands right now, okay? As pursuant to the book of Job, the 9th chapter, 24 verse, or 48 verse. 9, one of those milk scriptures. Is it 9 and 24? 9 is one of those. It's in chapter 9. So yeah, I'm gonna play a little bit of this, and then we'll get into it.
What's up, y'all? So I don't usually post on here, but there has been a topic weighing on me lately that I want to discuss. And this isn't like I'm not a Jesus freak. I'm not here to push my religion down your throat or force you to do anything. I can't do that. Who am I? But I'm just someone making an observation and stating facts, I hope we're aware of what's happening around.
And you know what really upsets me about this, especially these women? She's not feminine at all. She's masculine as hell. I'm not a Jesus freak at all. But it's like she's propping herself up to sound hard.
Yeah, and that's how a lot of the chicks are in the military, man. They I don't know. I have a theory that they're pumping something in the food or something, to give whoever is a part of, the armed forces, so-called, a boost. But a lot of the women that do be in the military, they really do, they be overly masculine, and that's coming from, experience.
Like, look, bitch. Be a goddamn woman, man. And one thing about you women, when you realize that actually being a fucking woman and doing what the hell is required of you, you will understand that your life will go so much easier when you actually be a fucking woman. But when you try to have this propped up demeanor and this tough guy attitude and this strong, powerful, well, I'm a woman, I can do what a man do, walking around with your chest out and your imaginary dick swinging, you make it more complicated. I ain't got to protect you.
World, not only in the U.S. but overseas. It's a lot of chaos right now and destruction. But I've realized the world, the more we push God out, the more destruction and chaos happens and confusion.
Now, see, the thing is, I'm gonna stop it right there because I think the brother has some stuff going on. Um, but I think that's enough to drive home the point. Well, basically, you have certain Jake that's in the military that don't know really what they're a part of or what they signed up for. They might essentially think, okay, I signed up for a Hellcat, like the brother mentioned, and an iPhone, and to take pictures on social media to show people that I made it or I did something with myself. But ultimately, you're signing up to fight against Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Ultimately, Yahweh Shai with the angels, man. And that's not a predicament you want to be in, and I have some scriptures to actually prove that. So let's go to the book of Isaiah. Chapter 30, verse 3. I'm going to start at the top, actually. Isaiah 30:1, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Now, these scriptures are multifold, and it's going into basically trusting in, the system Babylon the Great, okay, aka Egypt, okay, Pharaoh being, we know who the modern day Pharaoh is, right? So when we put those two together, which is talking about, a spiritual Egypt, okay, and that spiritual Egypt is Babylon the Great, aka America, spiritually Sodom and Egypt. When you go into the book of Revelation, it talks about that. So, the to strengthen yourself in it is to totally apply on the system, right? Like we all live in the same America, all right, Babylon the Great, various states, separate us, but still nonetheless, the majority of us that are preaching this, and prophesying this, we stay right in America with you all. So you have to ask the question, what are you going to do? What are we going to do, right? Hey, we separated from this place, man. All right? We spiritually separated from this place. So even though we have the same jobs, pay the same taxes, we're in the same matrix, we're in the same, captivity, all right? Because this is a captivity, Babylon the Great, just in case you forgot. Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. It will, it will destroy you, even with a sword of destruction. All right. So, hey, we spiritually arise from this place. Okay, until the actual deliverance happens. Okay, from the thermonuclear missile fire, aka those chariots. Right. So verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So, hey, the trust in this military, the trust in this system. And the military actually, is one of the highest levels of basically being tagged in with Esau, man. All right. So you don't want to be a part of this military, man. And I just thank the Lord, through the spirit and probably how about Shem Yahweh Shai, that he actually, took me out of that. Of course, several years before I got into the truth. But nonetheless, he took me out. So, that, and hey, all praise and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So, right here, this is what people that want to join this military, okay, that are still in the military, especially in these times to come, because basically they use people as grunts, man, like toy soldiers, man. They don't really care about your life. They place you right here to, either, they'll place you wherever they want to and not care about your well-being, okay? And a lot of you women, y'all are going to want to get out the military, but you already had that signed that contract, all right? There's a saying when you in the military, if, brothers were ever, signed up for it, you basically have to sign so many documents, man. Like, it seemed like endless documents. You feel like you basically signing your life away, which you are. I didn't know that in my ignorance, but, now knowing this, I can say, hey, get out of that military. You don't want to be in it, especially when Yahweh Shai returns. But here it goes right here. This is going to be whoever is in the military at that point, because even if you don't want to fight, hey, it's gonna be too late by then. The Lord said basically in here, they yet durst fight. So anyway, let me read it. I'm gonna speed through it because it's about 10 verses that I want to cover. So, and it came, it's like, and it came to pass. After 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, and it moved all the ways thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. Okay, and that man is talking about Yahweh Shah. That man is not talking about some alien creature, some, you know, from an unknown universe. Inside joke. It kind of could be, but anyway. So yeah, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, and it moved all the ways thereof. And behold, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. So when Yahweh comes, because it said that he would not return as a man. So he's in his full angelic power mode, pretty much. Sitting at the right hand of the Father, having all power, under the Father. Okay, the second in command after Yahweh, Yeah, and you're not gonna want to see this man, okay, especially if you're not on his good side. But hey, the elect are either gonna be shook for Yahweh Shai, because his countenance is gonna be that fierce. All right. Verse 4, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth felleth when it filleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the men that came out of the sea. So Yahweh Shai is going to come out of these people, come crack these clouds, right? And introduce himself to basically the whole world, all right, these people, okay? And these people, their military is going to be set up because his return is going to be in the midst of World War III. All right. So when he returns, and whoever is found to be a part of that military, you're going to have to fight. Okay. I don't, I'm speaking as a man, but I don't know if at that point the Lord will have his elect in a certain number of his elect in the military and save them out of it some way. But, for the most part, if you're found to be in that military while Yahweh Shai is returning, you're going to fulfill this prophecy. 6, but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it, which is a chariot, all right? But I would never see the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this, I beheld, and lo, all they that were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. So, hey, you're going to have that fear, all right, of Yahweh Shai, but at the same time, hey, the Lord is going to have to basically force your ass to fight. All right, you wanted to join the military, you wanted to be ignorant, because pretty much a lot of our people are ignorant to the fact that, they're joining the military or becoming a so-called centurion. All right, and this applies to the police force as well, because the police force is being militarized. So, it's basically the same thing, the military police complex. All right. I think I said that right. Yeah. Yep. So let's move on, and I'm going to go to the book of Revelation, 12th chapter, which the brother brought out, because, hey, when this happens, okay, it's going to be... basically, you're going to be if you're in the military at that point, you're basically siding with, the dragon or Satan, okay, and his angels, right? This is Revelation 12:7, and there was a war in heaven. Now, that's not an actual war in the spiritual heaven. All right, there's 3 levels of heaven. So this heaven is talking about basically the sky, okay, basically the atmosphere, and all under that, okay, the earth, okay. So, Revelation 12:7, there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, who deceived the whole world, and he was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So you don't want to be on the side of Esau, because this is what it's talking about. The devil, Satan, the one that deceived the whole world, that great dragon, that all goes back to E. All right. So you're basically sliding with E if you join this man's military. And also, when you being a part of the military, you're gonna be the first ones up, the first batch to have to receive that MOTB to get your paycheck. So anyone that's pretty much in the military by that time, it's safe to say they probably would have to receive a CHIP. All right, the MOTB. All right, so move on to the book of Luke, chapter 7 and verse 2. I'm going to start at 1. And when he had ended all his sayings in the audience of the people, he went into Capernaum. And a certain centurion servant who was dear unto him was sick and ready to die. And when he heard of Yahushua, he sent unto him the elders of the Jews, beseeching him that he would come and heal his servant. And when they came to Yahushua, they besought him instantly, saying that he was worthy for him he should do this. For he loveth our nation, and he hath built us a synagogue. Then Yahushua went unto them, and when he was not far from the house, the centurion sent friends to him, saying unto him, Lord, trouble not thyself, for I am not worthy that thou should have entered unto my roof. So there you go. Being a centurion wasn't a job if you were in the know, okay? Because basically being a Roman centurion linked you right to Rome. All right, you made a declaration to Rome that you would protect and serve and fight and whatever, and that's basically making an allegiance to the enemy, because the Roman persecution in Rome was set up as the fourth beast of the earth, right? So you basically being a part of that beast system, just as they did in those days, being in the military directly correlates with being a part of the beast, which is NATO EU, with America being that whore that rival upon it, right? So 7, wherefore neither thought I myself worthy to come unto thee, but say the word, and my servant shall be healed. For I also am a man set under authority, having under me soldiers, and say unto one, go, and go forth, and to another, come, and he cometh, and to my servant, do this, and he doeth that. And when you look into the military is set up basically to where everybody is a ranking system. So unless you're at the bottom of the bottom, like just coming in, E1 or something like that, you're gonna be over somebody. Okay, so this centurion had a very high-ranking job, but the fact is that he was still a centurion. Okay, and that yeah. So let's go to the book of Acts, chapter 5 and verse. And I know this is talking about something else, but I'm using it in this context, and it can very well apply. Acts 5 and 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey the Most High rather than men. Then the power of our Father, let's see. Yeah, let's skip down to verse 38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of the Most High, you cannot overthrow it, lest happily ye be found even to fight against Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. See, and that's, in this context, all right, Peter was breaking it down, in Gamaliel, all right, came in, to defend, Peter and the disciples, or the apostles now, but, then the disciples, but the apostles right now. And, hey, it, all of this is of the Most High, man. So if Yahweh Bashem Yahushua set up Yahweh, which is the Father, to send his Son, his only begotten Son, back to redeem his people and to rule the earth. If you are found in the military, then you are going to be found in the eyes of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to be an enemy. All right. So I'm going to end it with this one right here. Matthew 12 and 20. Nah, 12 and let me see. Bear with me. Let's see. I wrote this one down wrong. 30. All right. Yeah, Matthew 12, and I'm gonna start at 28. But I cast out devils by the Spirit of the Most High. Then the kingdom of the Most High is coming to you. Or else, how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house? He that is not with me is against me, and he that gathereth not with me scattereth abroad. Okay, so if you're not with your house shot, aka being part of the elect, okay, or being a part of the ones that no man can pluck out of his hand because the Father gave it to him, all right, then you're gonna be in a good case. You're gonna be all right. I mean, if you are a part of that number, aka the elect, but if you're not, hey, you're gonna be found as an enemy of your house shot. You're gonna be totally destroyed, like the scriptures say, man. All enemies will be destroyed and be under his foot. So Lord willing, that was edifying. I'm going to end it with that, giving all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruchahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect. Shalom.